The Dictionary of Real Estate Appraisal, Chapter P continued, page 180. Prospective opinion of value. A value opinion effective as of a specified future date. The term does not define a type of value. Instead, it identifies a value opinion as being effective at some specific future date. An opinion of value as of a prospective date is frequently sought in connection with projects that are proposed, under construction, or under conversion to a new use, or those that have not yet achieved sellout or a stabilized level of long-term occupancy. Prospectus. For an offering that must be qualified, a written description of the proposed offering that has been submitted and cleared by the proper agency. For an exempt offering, a brochure that describes the terms and conditions of the purchase in detail, called an offering circular for state qualification, and a prospectus for federal registration. Protective order. A court order prohibiting or restricting a party from engaging in conduct, especially a legal procedure such as discovery, that unduly annoys or burdens the opposing party or a third-party witness. Blacks. Proximity damage. An element of severance damages that is caused by the remainder's proximity to the improvement being constructed. For instance, a highway may also arise from proximity to an objectionable characteristic of a site or improvement. For instance, dirt, dust, noise, vibration. Prudent and competent management. An owner, operator, or management company that maintains and uses real estate in a manner consistent with the manner in which typical buyers of similar properties would consider appropriate, as measured by actual practices in the competitive market. PSI, see positive spread investing. PTCF, see pre-tax cash flow. Public accommodation. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, of 1990, Section 301(7), any of 12 categories of private facilities whose operations may affect commerce. The intent of the ADA legislation is to afford people with disabilities equal access to an array of establishments that are readily available to people without disabilities. Public domain land. See public lands. Public facilities. Facilities that are owned by the public or a municipality and are operated by the public's benefit. Public good. An economic good having two defining characteristics. Number one, it is non-rival. For instance, one person's use of the good does not preclude others from using it. And number two, it is non-excludable. For instance, use is available to everyone. Examples of public goods include public education, parks and museums. Public housing. Rental projects that are owned and managed by state or local, page 181, government agencies, and made available to low and middle income tenants at reduced rates. See also Section 8 housing and subsidized housing. Public Land Survey System, the acronym is PLSS. A system in which a parcel of land is described by reference to its position in the Public Land Survey. For instance, northeast 1/4 of the southwest 1/4 of Section 4 in Township 5 South, Range 7 West, Mount Diablo Base and Meridian. See also Government Survey System. Public lands. Land owned by federal, state, or local government. The public domain in the United States. The federal government holds title to vast tracts, including Indian reservations, national parks and forests, and grazing lands. Publicly owned treatment works, POTW is the acronym. Any device or system used in the treatment, including recycling and reclamation of municipal sewage or liquid industrial wastes, that is owned by a state or municipality. Sewers, pipes, and other conveyances are considered part of the publicly owned treatment works only if they cover wastewater to a publicly owned treatment works, providing treatment. Public record. See recording. Public utility property. A property that produces commodities or services for general community consumption, usually a monopoly or quasi-monopoly, with or without benefit of franchise, ordinarily subject to some form of government regulation and control. Public way. Any street, alley, pedestrian path, channel, subway, bridge, easement, right-of-way, or other way that is deeded, granted, or otherwise permanently appropriated to the public for public use. The local building code may specify a minimum width. Published rate. The hotel room rate listed in directories and internet websites, also referred to as the rack rate. The published rate is usually quoted as a range. For example, $70 to $100 for a room with a single bed, and represents the various rack rates for specific types of accommodations. Published room rates usually set the upper limits of average daily rates, and average daily rates tend to be closer to published rates for single rooms than for double rooms. PUD is the acronym, PUD. C, planned unit development. PUD project. C, planned unit development. Pueblo rights. A water right possessed by a municipality that, as a successor of a Spanish law pueblo, is entitled to the beneficial use of all needed, naturally occurring ground and surface water of the original pueblo watershed. Per Autry v. Life Estate. A life estate that is based on someone else's lifespan. Purchase and leaseback. C. Sale leaseback. Purchase money mortgage. The acronym is PMM. A broad class of mortgages that serve as part of a buyer's consideration in the purchase of real property and that are delivered at the same time that the real property is transferred. A purchase money mortgage can be a first mortgage or junior lien, depending on its priority. Purchase option. C, option. Purchasing power. The ability and willingness to pay for an economic good, contingent upon disposable income. See also effective demand and effective purchasing power. Purchasing power risk. The risk that future dollars received will have less purchasing power than present dollars as a result of inflation. Purpose of an assignment. The objective of an assignment, for instance, in an appraisal assignment, to develop an opinion of the defined value of a specified interest in real estate. End of page.